So you guys come out with your EP, and was that Thuggish Ruggish Bone was the single off that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that dropped, and everyone was like, "Yo, who the fuck are these guys?" It was like it didn't sound like nothing no one had ever heard.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, how did it feel to suddenly? I mean, I think UMTV Raps was out back then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The box.
The box. Okay, so you guys were basically, a bunch of struggling kids from the middle of the country. You're not even at home at this point. You in LA somewhere struggling, and suddenly y'all got a video on MTV, and the song is all over the radio. Like, what did y'all go through at that point?
Shit. Happiness.
It was the best feeling in the world hearing a song on the radio for the first time. It really was. And seeing the video played over and over again on the box, it was something to be happy about and proud of.
Everything just happened like all of a sudden. One night, everything is regular, you know what I'm saying? And then by the end of the week it came out, by the end of the week, Eazy was calling us, telling us we had the #1 song on the radio. And it was just crazy.
Okay, did you guys wild out at that point?
Yeah, we got 40 downs out.
Oh yeah. It was just crazy because, like I said, I remember us being like, if E was here, he would tell you like we was a handful in the beginning because it was like, we was young. Like I said, we still had one foot in the street, and we was like, we was just wild, man. So when the success came, we was even more wilder. Like couldn't nobody tell us shit.
Now, you said that when the EP came out, you guys didn't even have a contract.
No.
Right.
Okay, so was that properly worked out after the fact?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
From your side, what did you think about doing business with Eazy-E?
I think all of that took a big burden on his shoulders, and he wanted to show not only us but the world that he never intended for anybody to feel that way or get treated any kind of way. So he always ensured us that would not happen to us. We didn't have nothing to worry about.
Okay, and was Jerry Heller involved at that point also?
Yes.
Yeah, he was,
Okay,
but what a lot of people don't know is like we came in a transition point of Ruthless Records because Eazy-E had fired Jerry Heller, and he started bringing all new people in, and this is right before he got sick and passed away. He had fired Jerry Heller and he brought all new people in to run his company because I guess he found out it was some underhanded, shady business going on up under his nose that he didn't know about, and he wasn't happy with it, and he confided that to us one day because we was, he would like leave us in hotels sometimes, like for weeks at a time, and we'd be like struggling with no money, and one day we called him, we like, yo, man, if we're gonna be here with no money in the hotel struggling, send us back to Cleveland. At least we know how to hustle in the streets in Cleveland and make some money. We out in California, we don't know nobody out here, the codes is different, you know what I'm saying? So after we came at him like that, he came to pick us up and he was like, I wanna talk to y'all. And he was like, I'm basically in a transition mode to where I'm getting rid of certain people and I'm bringing new people in. So that's what that was.
Interesting, because when you hear a lot of the Eazy interviews, and you read about him and so forth, because there weren't a lot of video interviews back then, he always spoke highly about Jerry Heller. I mean, he said something to the effect of, if I'm looking for a doctor, I'm gonna pick the best doctor. I ain't gonna pick a white doctor or a black doctor. I'm just gonna pick the best doctor. And Jerry Heller was the best partner I could find.
Yeah.
So he never spoke publicly against him, but you're telling me that at the very end, he wasn't happy with Jerry.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. We were there, we were witnesses. We were even there, the same secretary that had Eazy call us back. We went to the office one day to pick up some money, and she was like, y'all wait right here because Jerry is not so happy in the office right now. And she was like, y'all just wait right here because Eazy just fired him.
Right.
And we was like, damn. So yeah, it was going down. It was heated.
So, from your point of view, if you look at what you guys know about Ruthless, about Eazy, about Jerry, do you feel that Jerry Heller was the reason why N.W.A broke up?
I mean, from our opinion, our point of view, I would say so because definitely everybody knows Ice Cube wasn't happy, and then Dre tried to stick it in there. He wasn't happy. And and all of that came about when Jerry Heller had his hands in the business.
From being there and being around, that's what we heard. and we got a chance to witness some of it.
So Eazy-E ended up firing Jerry. He started bringing in new people at Ruthless. And at that point, he started to get sick.
Yeah, actually, a little while after that, like a few months after that, he got sick. All of a sudden, like bam, out the blue.
Real sudden.
I remember I interviewed Lil Eazy, Eazy-E's son. And we didn't really get into specifics, but essentially, Lil Eazy feels that Eazy didn't really die of AIDS. Like if you look at his situation where like all the women around him didn't have AIDS, it came really suddenly and just killed him like right away. He feels that there was some sort of foul play, like he was injected with something or something like that. Do you guys get that feeling at all?
I mean, yeah, me personally, I do as well because, I mean, even to this day, none of his kids, none of his baby mamas, his mistresses, nobody has came up with HIV or nothing like that. So, I mean, just rationally thinking, some had to go on.
Yeah, and it's just ironic because, you know, I know people can live with HIV for years and look normal and look healthy, but when you're about to die from AIDS, full-blown AIDS, you're gonna look like you're gonna die from AIDS. I've seen people that die from AIDS and they look like they have AIDS. Eazy didn't look like that at all when he passed away, at all.
So up until the time that he ended up in the hospital, he just looked like the healthy Eazy-E you saw on TV.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
The healthy dude still, because, you know, he was short, but he was stocky. You know what I'm saying? He looked the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I think Eazy's the only rapper to actually die from AIDS that I know of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I interviewed DJ Yella, and Yella was actually filming a porn in Eazy's house, and he said Eazy called him from the hospital and said, "Hey man, be careful out there." And you know, Yella kind of knew what he was talking about at that time, and then right afterwards he announced what was going on, and he died not too long afterwards. So did you and him talk about it?
Nope, he didn't want to talk to me about it. And I talked to him on the phone when he was in the hospital. Not the Cedars, but the first hospital he was in.
Okay.
We talked on the phone. He said, "Watch yourself." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" You know, and I was at his house shooting a film. He said, "Watch yourself." I said, "Okay." You know, we didn't talk too much. You know, I wasn't expecting that to be the last time I talked to him.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's sad. Now, at the time that the whole, you know, beef was going with Death Row, and you know, Dre dropped Dre Day and Eazy dropped Compton City G's. Like, what was Eazy's kind of feeling during that time?
Just retaliation. He just, you know, he wasn't gonna sit down and take it lying down. Basically, you know, you take a shot at him, he gonna shoot back.
Oh yeah, he was in the studio preparing, definitely.
Okay. I mean, you didn't really hear from the two rappers that was on Compton City G's. They're on that song, but you didn't really hear a lot more from them. Like, how did that even come together?
We really don't know. I mean, we just know Draysta and Knockout. You know what I'm saying? We still actually kick it with Naki a little bit here and there in Vegas. You know what I mean? But I just think they was doing a lot of writing and stuff in the background for Eazy.
Yeah, and, you know, and that's gone down as one of the classic diss songs. You know, Eazy. You know, it wasn't quite the same Eazy when Dr. Dre was there, because I feel like Dr. Dre and Eazy-E was kind of magical together.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
So I feel like after Dre left, the producers he was working with just couldn't quite get the same thing out of Eazy that Dre could. Just to be honest as a fan.
Yeah.
But I still feel that Compton City G's was a dope ass, you know, diss song.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, definitely.
I've kissed him, and he's a good kisser, and that's all I'm gonna say for that.
Yeah, he's a good kisser.
He's an excellent kisser, probably one of the best I've ever had.
I'm not gonna lie, man. To be non-biased. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's been like 4 or 5 days, man. It's like, I don't know. It might be a little too late. I don't know, man. It depends on how hard he come. He gotta come with some ether type shit, man.